To say this is a great day is an understatement. Let me first thank my bride. Those of you that haven't met Angie, you should and you will. I'm in the club that a lot of coaches are in, that we completely outkicked our coverage when we got married. But Angie is my bride. And then my pride is here. I've got my sons and my mom and dad and a lot of family here, and I just want to thank you guys. Stead and Bubba, just thank you so much for the opportunity, for the trust, for the confidence that you've placed in me. I don't take it lightly. The fact that the trustees and the selection committee would entrust this program to me is a very big deal. And I know that, and I know you know that. Who would have thought? Could have said that a few times. Bubba mentioned that I'm from the major metropolitan area down in southeastern Oklahoma, Spiro. And when I was growing up there, my dad was a coach, my mom was an English teacher, and that was the culture that I grew up in. And who would have thought that on a Tuesday night in January, a lot of years ago, that a guy named F.A. Dry would be in our living room and would talk to me about an opportunity to come to the University of Tulsa, because really they were the only team around that was throwing the ball and had a pro-style passing attack. And who would have thought that I would have really turned down Barry Switzer sitting in my living room? How crazy is that? But they were running the wishbone, and I knew I couldn't run out of sight in 3 days. And so consequently, I accepted an opportunity to come to the University of Tulsa, and it's probably one of the greatest decisions of my life, and clearly setting course maybe what we see happening today. I was fortunate to get to experience here working or playing for F.A. Dry, but also my first quarterback coach was Jerry Rome. Then as you go down the list of the guys that influenced my life, the coaches that I was blessed to get to play under and around, names like Tom Osofsky and John Wittenborn may not mean much to you, but they were impactful to me. And then I had a new head coach, John Cooper, who in the Coaches Hall or the National Hall of Fame now, and we're going to elect or induct into our Hall of Fame soon. John Cooper I experienced playing for him. And then add to that my last quarterback coach here was a guy named Larry Coker. Went on to have some pretty good success of his own in a national championship. How does that impact me? Simply this. I think that even if I hadn't gotten a degree from the University of Tulsa, I think I'd have been smart enough to absorb some of what I was around. I was very blessed to be around great coaches who influenced my life. I had no intention, as when Angie first accepted my proposal, she thought at least, and I think I thought a little bit that way, that we were going down a path where we actually might work for a real company and make some real money and use my Tulsa degree along those ways. But the influence came back in my life, and I had an opportunity to be a football coach. And I realized pretty quickly that that was who I am. That was the calling on my life, and that's what I wanted to do with my life. That path led me back to my alma mater, Spiro High School, where I got to coach at my alma mater and get a chance to take them to a state championship game. And then who would have thought 25 plus years later, I'm at my alma mater. I get a call from Todd Graham and giving me a chance to join his staff here at my alma mater. And who would have thought that 4 years later, we would have experienced 3 double-digit seasons wins, that we would have had the opportunity to win 3 bowl games, that we would have been able to accomplish a win at Notre Dame and finish with a great win at Hawaii. And then who would have thought that somebody would leave that place and open up the door for somebody else? And I am so thankful to get to coach the guys that are here, the players that are here. These young men are incredible, guys that I've been around, and I'm excited to be a part of what they're going to do and to continue down a path of success. Bubba talked about good to great. I think should be said very clearly. Todd Graham has taken this program to a new level with his leadership and with the staff and especially with the players that came into this program. And there is no anticipation, no expectation of trying to keep up with that. We're going to take it to another level. That's the only option that I see, is to take something that's good and go to great, to take something that's great and try to go to greater. And we're going to do that. We have a tremendous schedule next year. Everybody's aware of that. And I spoke to the players this afternoon, and to a man, we are excited about that challenge and looking forward to that challenge to see what the current team that's ranked number 20 or in the top 25, to see how we'll fare starting next year and chasing those dreams. So with that, let me just say thank you, and we're really excited, and take some questions.
Bill, what does this mean for you personally, all your ties to this community, to this university?
Well, Chris, I appreciate it. I mean, it's just, it's overwhelming. I think to be the head coach at the Division I program anywhere is a tremendous blessing, but to get to go back to your alma mater and to be a place that I feel like I know inside out, to get to choose to do that is just a tremendous blessing.